folks. See, been waiting for this sucker. It has been a boring morning. I mean, just absolutely boring morning. We've been just chopping up here. Super boring. We've been working on other projects here. As you guys know, we're getting ready to release the Maverick AI Pro in the next few weeks. So, so much work going into that. It's incredible. But let's talk about why we're going long here. Okay. We got a green background. The bulls are in control. Green background, the bulls are in control. Second thing is we have bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Let's go back here. It was 11 o'clock at night, but let's go to like yesterday, for instance. Here's a good example. Let me see here. All right, beautiful. So the Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. If you see pink, it will most likely sink. If you see bright green, it will most likely fly right off your screen. Bright green, bright green. The Maverick AI Pro colors your candles to the data, not to price and direction. Look at this pink. Just absolutely awesome. Okay, so let me clear my screen here. Let me get a little bit more zoomed in. We'll bring it all over here. I know you guys watch on your phones, so I try and zoom in as best as possible. All right, cool. So why are we in this trade? Green background, bulls are in control. Okay, Maverick AI Pro colors your background. Bright green candles. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. We got an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar. Maverick Radar goes through your entire checklist, okay, of our indicators, and it grades each one. Then it gives you this ultimate grade right here. And either you won't have a setup, you'll have a B setup, or you'll have an A setup. I like B setups. I'm okay with a B setup. I love A+ setups. If there's no setup, if this right here, if this guy right here does not give us a score, I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. Okay, just not going to do it. All 5 traders up here are voting bullish across 6 time frames. I want you to think of T1 through T5 as traders or algorithms, but they're traders, and they're voting every single tick across 6 time frames. This is the indicator that started it all. I was having a hard time looking at 6 charts. You know, when I was first learning the trade, it was like, oh, you got to look at multi-time frame. What's the 15-minute chart doing? What's the 1-minute chart doing? I just couldn't read it all at once. Well, so the Maverick Multi-X takes all those time frames, puts 5 traders who all have a completely different style across them, and they vote every single tick if they're bearish or bullish. And right now they are completely bullish across 6 time frames. This comes also in the Ultimate Edge bundle. By the way, all our indicators in the Ultimate Edge bundle work on NinjaTrader and TradingView. And let's see what else we got here. The Maverick Trender's pegged to the top. When this line is pegged to the top, we call these flat tops. Okay, it shows massive strength and momentum from here to about here. Huge move on this last flat top. If it's red, this is middle of the night action, but let's go back to like yesterday, for instance. This was a huge move up. This was a huge move up. Look at this. From here, flat top, all the way to here. That's a huge move on ES. That is just a huge, huge move on ES. You know, so obviously green is to the upside, red is to the downside. Okay, these flat tops are just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You'll never see me without my Maverick Trender on my chart. Okay, let me delete all this crazy drawing. All right, so again, why are we in this trade? Well, green background, bulls are in control, bright green candles, your strongest upside data candle. Imagine being able to see underneath the hood to the data of price and direction. I'm actually going to add one more. I know I just got into manipulation time, but I got about 5 seconds in too late. That's okay. We have an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar, which holds a lot of weight with me. Maverick Trender is pegged to the top down here, and all 5 traders are bullish across 6 time frames. That's huge. If I put you in the room with 5 other traders and they were all saying, oh, I think the market's going up, and they all had a completely different trading style, do you think that would give you confidence to go long here? Okay, especially seeing bright green candles. Okay, if you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Now the Maverick zones, let's talk about this real quick. It's auto drawing our support and resistance zones. So we no longer have to draw our support and resistance zones. Okay, how stinking cool is this? And you'll notice that these zones are not all the same width. See, this one's skinny, this one's wider, because it's running a probability formula to understand where should the zone be and how big should it be. And then when price gets close to the zone, you get a probability score. And this is a price holding or breaking. Anything less than 90% is game for breaking. Anything greater than 90%, folks, that's like a brick wall. That is like a brick wall. So right now, if this was, let's say this was an 81, let's say this was a 95, okay? I would not go long into it, because what's gonna happen is it's like a 300-mile-an-hour sports car coming up. It's either gonna hit that wall and flatten out like a pancake, or it's gonna be coming up really strong, hit that wall, and it's just gonna bounce right off. That's if you had a 95% score. But we got an 83, we got pretty equal scores here. What's cool is we know where these zones are. We know we're between 2 equal scores. So if we just flip around here for a little bit before we continue to the upside, we're not wondering why. We know what the scores are right here and right here. Now really, I only need this thing to come up to the top of this zone and I'll hit my profit target, okay? And it looks like it's starting to do that right here. Come on, baby, give me a good push. I like to just hit the close button. I know, the take profit line, I just never used. I like to just keep my, there we go, boom, $1,000. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so how did we know? Oh, cool, it's like rejecting right off the bottom of this zone here. Got a nice rejection there. How do we know, or how do we have high certainty of this thing moving up here? Well, look, folks, what are we doing here? We are stacking, probability. We're stacking probability. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it walks like a duck, it swims like a duck, it's probably a duck. So what are we doing to stack probability? Okay, Maverick AI Pro, coloring our background to green. That's bullish. We have bright green candles, our strongest upside data candle. If you see bright green, it might just fly right off your screen. Folks, we've had bright green candles since 75.21. We made it all the way up, 22 points, okay? It's 88 ticks on ES, that's crazy. Right here, you have an A+ setup on the Ultimate Trading Assistant, the Maverick Radar, going through our checklist. And how many times have you gotten into a trade, you get stopped out and you go, what the heck was I thinking? Why did I go long? Why did I go short? Let the Maverick Radar be your eyes and verify, do you not have a setup? Do you have a B setup, or do you have an A setup? This comes in the Ultimate Edge bundle too. Okay, works on NinjaTrader and TradingView. All 5 traders, these are algorithms, but all 5 traders who have a completely different style are voting bullish across 6 time frames. Okay, all right, and Maverick Trender has not winced all the way since this confidence arrow. This sucker's been stayed pegged to the top this entire time. And then the Maverick Zones is just, look, it's telling us where's our support, where's our resistance. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Price a lot of times likes to move away from the stronger zone. So we could still keep moving up here. You are getting into manipulation time, so you're going to have to be careful here. Okay, market maker manipulation time. But man, to the tick, we touched the bottom of this zone. How stinking cool is that? Okay, I love these tools. Too much fun, too much fun. So listen, if you want some edge in the market, if you want clear vision on your charts, if you want to take out a little bit of the guesswork, all right, Come check us out. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Never any guarantees in any market. We know that. Somebody could tweet something, although I don't think we have any news today. Let me see here. I checked this earlier. Yeah, no news events today. This is the Maverick news, comes in the toolkit for NinjaTrader. But yeah, no news events today, so we're good. And there we go. All right. So come check us out. MaverickIndicators.com. That's MaverickIndicators.com.